Hi everybody and welcome back today. Now I thought I would tackle a comment that I've had in the last 24 hours about somebody who wanted to take me to task about a comment I made. Now I did a video which went up over the weekend where I basically said in it that the problem in the south of England is that you have the most expensive city in Europe in London. And that's what boosts the prices up, because it's like if you live in Brighton, Bournemouth, Southampton, Portsmouth, and you could go further north, going up to Winchester or Guildford or places like that. You're affected by London because you're on the main route to London. And most people that work in London don't live in London. They live outside London because of the house prices there. There was a journalist that said it recently, where she basically said she paid her taxes all her life, but she can't afford to buy in London, even though she earned well in excess of £50,000 a year. She's paying a higher rate of tax, but she can't afford to live in London. Now, this person, I won't say that he took offence with what I said, but he decided to hold me to task for what I said by saying, yeah, but Zurich in Switzerland is way more expensive. So I thought, well, let's go and have a look. Because London's always considered the most expensive city in Europe and one of the most expensive cities in the world. Now, that was my comment. Okay, so I had a look and I've converted this all into pounds sterling, because obviously in Zurich and Switzerland they use the Swiss franc. Okay, so I've done the conversion. So the average house price in London, so the first thing you've got to take into account, okay, is population wise. What is the population currently in London? Now, it's been estimated it's currently at 8.9 million people, okay, which is a lot of people to be living in one city. But then if you go and consider that, take that for Zurich, okay, Zurich only has a population currently of 415,000 people, okay, which is even smaller than Bristol, to be honest. Okay, not much in it for even Southampton, places on the south coast. Okay, only 415,000 people. So there's a massive difference in the size. So you're going to have more housing in London than you're going to have in Zurich, for starters. Okay, so you're going to have council estates and everything. So that's going to affect house prices. So what's the average house price in London currently, as things stands at the moment, is £673,000. That's the average house price, which isn't too bad if you consider where I live. I live in Leon Solent, right on the south coast. Okay, the average house price around here is a bit over 400 grand. Okay, that's the average house price here. Go about 10 miles east or west of me, got Southampton and Portsmouth. Average house prices around about 240 to 260,000. Okay, for more densely populated areas. Okay, so that's the average house prices. So Switzerland has it. So then I thought, right, let's have a look at the square meterage cost, because I've never been to Switzerland. Maybe I should do. Okay, so I thought maybe it's a case where they've got really big houses, like you think of, a lot of the celebrities over in LA and everything having big mansions. You always hear about people going to Switzerland to dodge the tax dodging at the end of the day, having big mansions, the likes of Phil Collins and all those types of people. So what's the square meterage cost? Maybe London could save it for me, so I don't look quite so stupid. Here it is, £8,091 per square metre you pay in London if you buy a property. Okay, now in Zurich, unfortunately, I come unstuck again. just under 13,000. It's £12,917 as of this year. Okay. But this is where they hold it for me. Our good old government. Okay. So, if you're getting a property in Zurich, okay, at 2.1 million, you're going to be earning over 50 grand. Okay, so we're going to forget about all those people in the UK who are going to be earning under 50 grand. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to forget about you. Please do forgive me. Okay, you ain't going to, even in London, you're probably not going to be buying a house for nearly 700 grand. I'm sorry, if you are on under 50 grand a year, you're probably not going to be doing that. Okay, so the reality is, in the UK, if you're on over earning over £50,000 a year, you're going to be paying 40p tax. So you're going to be paying 40% tax on your wages. Okay, and then obviously you can take into account council tax and everything. But how does that compare to Zurich? Now, for somebody earning the same amount of money, now, in Switzerland, they have a weird tax system. It's really weird. So their equivalent of like income tax is like something like 13%. Okay, it's very low. Okay, but then depending on how much tax you've got, other types of taxes which are connected to your wages. Okay, goes up to 27%. Okay, so fundamentally, then you could put the argument you're going to have more money because you're paying less tax at the end of the day. And then you're not having to worry about council tax or anything like that, like you've got in the UK. So you've got your third tax, and then so from that aspect, it's actually more expensive to live in London because of how much money you're shelling out in tax every single month. And, you know, if this is going to be your home for the rest of your life, okay, I'm sorry, London is more expensive than Zurich. You know, and when you've got a population of 8.9 million compared to a population of 415,000, who do you think's pocketing the most amount of money? London, the UK government on Londoners, or the Swiss government for the people that are living in Zurich? Now, I appreciate not everybody in London is earning over 50 grand a year and paying the 40p tax. But there's a lot of them that are. So fundamentally, London is more expensive than Zurich. If you just want to take the figure of how much it costs for some housing, yeah, I appreciate it's expensive. But a lot of them people aren't Swiss people. But there again, you could also put that argument for London. A lot of the homes, especially more expensive homes in Chelsea and Kensington, they're not being bought by English people. So the fundamental thing is you can look at it either side and swing the argument any which way you want. You know, we could do this all day, you know, for which city you want to argue is the more expensive city. So let us know what you think. Do you think it's London? Do you think it's Zurich? Let us know in the comments down below. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you again a bit later.